Hello, thanks for joining me for another beer review. Today I've got another beer from the Frills Joe Brewing Company, and this is their candy soup. It's a 5 hop pale ale then, and it's coming in at 4.5% ABV. So there's the other side of the can, loads of sweets, candy. So yeah, look like the old ball sweets there. Classic sweets from certainly when I was a kid. And yeah, best before October of 2021. Then it's only a 330ml can. Then this is batch number 155. So Frills Joe Brewing Company. They're out of Greenhithe in Kent, which is up near Dartford way, sort of northwest Kent. I actually purchased this one. They sent me a load of. I've still got 2 beers to review that they very kindly sent me down. But I actually purchased this one, and because I've had this on, I purchased this as it jam sandwich and another lager, which is one of the other beers they sent, and I've still got their wheat beer to review. But I went ahead and got 3 beers and also got a glass, so pretty cool. Nice thick wall glass. Let's crack this beer open then and see what this one's all about in the can. I have actually had this one on cask a couple of years ago. There wasn't much of a hiss on the can opening, so I was actually quite wanted to pour it a little bit more aggressively, just in case. Give it a little tap, get rid of the bubbles. So beer in the glass. It's a kind of a dark orange. It's got a half, not even a half finger of pure white, clean looking head. There's a little bit of yeah, there's quite a bit of carbonation in that, so that's good. But yeah, slightly hazy. We'll go into the can, see what it says in a minute. So let's get an aroma straight off the bat. Bit of swirl and a sniff. Yeah, it's quite oh, it says 5 brilliant hops selected seasonally, but it doesn't actually say on the can or on the Untapped what the actual hops are. I'd like to know, but that's just me. So it's coming in at 40 IBUs. That's quite a bitter pale ale. It's saying international pale ale on, so it's hops from all around the world, I would imagine. Anyway, let's get aroma. I'm getting some like dried apricots. A light citrus, an overripe pineapple, a little bit of caramel malt, slightly sweet, a little bit of kind of hedgerow fruit there as well. Almost comes across dry, but we'll get to that in the taste now. So anyway, cheers. Yeah, plenty of carbonation. It was just the way the can, it just didn't make a massive hiss or anything. But plenty of carbonation in the beer, which is good. Kind of getting very kind of it's slightly dry, but it's not overly dry. But I'm getting a lot of kind of dried fruit, kind of esters, if that makes sense. Apricot, pineapple, a little bit of a citrusy edge to it as it was coming through on the aroma. But generally, very easy drinking. A little bit of that caramel malt coming through. Slight bit of bitterness there towards the back end. But overall, very nice beer. I mean, I remember trying this on cask and I thought it was fantastic. Whether this is cask beer in a can or it's possible. I mean, I don't know, possibly. But I had this on cask and it was really, for a cask beer, I really enjoyed it. And that sounds terrible, I know, but this was before pandemic, you know, times and stuff. It was about 6 months before. I can't remember when exactly it was. October of 2019, something like that. And I was drinking a lot of cask at that point. And compared to what other casks I was having around that sort of few week period, this really stood out. Of course, at the moment, what the situation you got is people haven't been drinking cask because everything's been shut. Only recently things have been open again. A lot of beers that you thought were a bit, they're okay, are really good now because you haven't had that kind. You've had that almost pretty much a year on and off, where it's been, or certainly for quite a few months between lockdowns and stuff. It's been hardly any cask at all. But this stood out back then. This in a can, I don't know what it is. You think it's obviously it's in a can. You've got, whether it's higher expectations, you know, for the beer or not. I don't know what it is, but I'm enjoying it. I'm just trying to kind of where I'd place this. I'd happily have it again, for sure. I'd like to try it on draft. It's enjoyable, but without... some of the other beers I've tried from them are a little bit... I'd say I'd take preference over them to this. But I'd like to try it on cask again, just to see. So hopefully they'll make it down this way. Because I had this in the Hovellin boat in Ramsgate. Micro pub. Well, yeah. So, but overall, nice beer. You know, they do some good beers. It's a really steady brewery, it seems. I've got their lager to try, another IPA, and their wheat beer to try. So another 3 beers to review from these. I'll probably have the other beers as it gets warmer, but I'll probably have the IPA next. Which is, I think it's 7.5% or something like that. So I'm intrigued to try that. So that'd be the strongest beer I've had from these guys. But yeah, this one's decent, without blowing my socks off or anything like that. But I'll be happy to try it again. So anyway, that's Candy Soup from No Frills Joe Brewing Company out of Greenhithe in Kent. They've been a bit on social media. I keep seeing Facebook advertisements and stuff from them, so they're about. So do a Google search and you'll pick them up. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Then let me know if I've had this one before. Also check out my good friend Raggy from Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits Review. He's done a review of this already. If I remember, I'll put the link down below. If not, just do a little YouTube search for my good friend. Anyway, thanks for watching then, and I'll see you on the next review. Cheers.